Back in July, I made mention of a few ways that you could tailor the look of a slideshow. Well, I've added a couple functions to help you do that. Shift B will toggle the buttons off and on, and a Shift F for frameless hint will toggle the what I call the title bar off and on. I also made mention in July of how you might run into a problem if you were in PyQt5. You wouldn't be able to resize the slideshow if you have the frameless hint turned on. Well, it's not really important any longer because you can just go in and out as you please. And that takes care of slideshow. Everything else has to do with video players. I've added this loop button to the dots, and it replaces this video widget that I originally introduced a few months ago. If you've turned it on and you've saved the file, it will be on when you reload it. And conversely, if you turn it off and then save the file, it'll be off when you reload it at that point. Entering V will bring up the would have brought up the video widget, but instead it'll ask you if you want to delete. If you look at the help menu, you'll find that it's listed there as well. If it's a single file like this, it'll delete the entire file. If you've got more than one thing on the screen, you'll see the same delete question, but it'll follow up with you have to save what's on the screen afterwards in order for it to work. Around the end of May, I introduced this method of scaling Video Player 1 so that you could resize it or scale it using some keyboard commands. What I really would have wanted to do was this, and it just took a little while for me to get it to work. I also added a function to hide and show the slider using a Shift S. If you've minimized the video, Shift S may not work. You may have to just resize it slightly. I've wanted to point something out here about Video Player 1. It uses a video widget in order to display the video. And in Dots Video Player, I'm using a video item. And there's a difference, and you can see it very easily right now. You'll get that little blip once the video gets to the end and then loops back again. And that's because there's nothing there. So what you're seeing is the background. Where in Dots Video Player, what I've done is I've captured the first frame of the video and position it in back of the video. So when you get to that point where there's nothing there, what you're seeing is the first frame. It doesn't seem to be a problem as much in PyQt5. In fact, it's not even visible. I haven't noticed the blip, and it also may differ with the video. Which brings us to Video Player 2. The error message you may see at the beginning is a reminder that you need to go to get metadata, to the get metadata function, and decide which of the two functions you're going to use, either the Mac version if you're on a Mac, or you'll need to download and install OpenCV to use the other function. This won't work without either. Video Player 2 is a combination of Dots Video Player and Video Player 1. And it's using the same media player class that's in Dots Video Player with a couple of small changes, but basically the same. In fact, all three video players now use the same media player, though they differ in how they display the video. Keeping that in mind, in order to test to see if it's working correctly, at least to make sure the backdrops, that's what I call it, the captured first frame is I refer to it as the backdrop. I have positioned it in front of the video, and decrease the opacity about 50%. So you're looking through the backdrop to the video and you'll get the blip because there's nothing there to stop it. And that's really about it.